Hey everybody, Prepper for the Ages coming at you from my secret location. How you doing today? I want to talk a little bit more about dementia and dementia because we're presently going through it with my mom. Now, I used to be a nurse's aide. I was a nurse's aide for about 10 years. Let's see, middle school, high school, and somewhat through college. And that was how I made my change. That was how I made my money for school books and whatnot. So I got to deal with dementia patients. And back then, we didn't have anything. There wasn't really anything you could do, and there wasn't any hard and fast rule about dementia patients. Now, fast forward to a few months ago, I know my mom had been on the glide path as the glide path to dementia. And so I wanted her to get her officially diagnosed for two reasons. One, to make sure I'm not crazy, and two, uh, to have it not just be me when I approach my siblings and say, Mom has dementia, if officially has dementia. So we brought her to a neurologist. First, PCP. PCP gave the referral to the neurologist. The neurologist gave her several tests for dementia, and she came back with, moderate to severe dementia, and that was a few months ago. So I think we've slid into a little bit more severe dementia now. But yeah, so there's tests you can do, tests you can take for dementia and memory tests, and they're basic tests. They're non-invasive. Um, you could get labs done to make sure that there's not anything else that's affecting your memory or your blood levels or anything like that. Anything internally they can test for with blood tests usually. And so the test came back that yes, mom has dementia. And it was surprising because the neurologist said, okay, well, there's one of two medications we can put her on. And I discussed the first medication. The medication was the side effect. Basically, the the person on the phone was like, "Okay, well, we can give it to her. She doesn't have nightmares." I'm like, "No, wait, she has nightmares. She has bad nightmares." And they're like, "Oh, okay, well then we can't give that to her." And so they prescribed another medication. And so the other medication, the pharmacy had to order, had to come in. I got it. I brought it home. And I'm reading because as one does, I read, I take the time to read the little pamphlet leaflet that comes with it. And sure enough, it says, do not take if you have kidney disease, if there's something wrong with your kidneys. And my mom is 88 years old. She's in, moderate renal failure. So, so I'm sitting here, I'm like, we can't take this either. So I call up the doctor, leave a message. The doctor calls back and says, well, you can take the other one then. I explained the problem with the medication that's in my hand. She can't take it. It says do not take it if you have kidney disease and mom is having problems with her renal functions. Oh, well, she can take the other one then. No, we can't take the other one because it says do not take if you have nightmares because it basically if you don't have nightmares, it'll give you nightmares. I'm like, no, no, we're not going to do that either. And both of them were like, don't take in if you have any kidney issues. So I'm like, we can't take either of them. So I didn't expect a dementia drug. And certainly, I mean, there's all these flyers and stuff. Well, it can kind of smooth out things and keep them level for a while. But I mean, it doesn't cure dementia. It doesn't help with dementia. It doesn't snap them out of dementia. I'm like, well, what's the benefit of this? The benefit of this is you could go into complete renal failure and have massive nightmares. So no, so we decided not to do that because of the reasons listed above. So, so yeah. So my going back to my objectives, my objective is to make sure I'm not crazy. That my mother has dementia, and to have the actual, yes, the doctor has diagnosed her officially with dementia. And I can say that to my siblings. They don't question it. They don't, they don't give it they don't give I'll give it a second thought. So, but yeah, that they knew that kind of sort of she had dementia, but they didn't understand. Uh, Me being a caregiver, I'm with her every day. I'm with it every day. I'm with her every day. I work with her every day, and it's if you're not there and doing all the things, you kind of get taken aback with how much is going on dementia-wise. So yeah. And I said to the doctor, this is just to keep her as happy and healthy and comfortable as possible. I'm not looking to cure dementia. It would be nice, but yeah, not looking for the magic pill. I'm just looking for the diagnosis and the acknowledgement. And he went, oh, okay. So so yeah, so that was my experience with diagnosing my mom with dementia. And yeah, there are pills out there and whatnot, but as always, I'm sitting there and doing a couple of things, and I'll read the flyer, and that was an eye opener. So I'm very glad I read the flyer before I started passing pills to my mom. And it was interesting because the doctor just thought, well, they're looking for pills. He just assumed they're looking for pills. No, we're not looking for pills. It'd be great for a cure pill, but not something that the side effects are much, much worse than the benefits. And the benefits are she would stay at the same level and then after a while drop off. So that's my experience with diagnosing mom with dementia. Again, happy and healthy and comfortable is the key for me. So I'm happy with that. And I discussed it with my siblings. I discussed it with the aide. I want to make sure that everybody's on board with it and everybody's okay with it. And they are. So I think I'm making the right call. And I wanted to make sure that everybody else was comfortable with it. So that it wouldn't come back to on, well, Jill, you didn't put her on blah, blah, blah. We discussed it. We discussed it. You're on board with it. I made sure you were on board with it. So yeah, so we go from there. Um, but yeah, so that's my experience with getting mom diagnosed with dementia. I mean, she did the dementia clock thing. If you look up dementia and the dementia tests, and here's a circle, um, draw the rest of the clock. So basically, put all the hours on the clock. And what they do is they start at the top and they start well, 1, 2, 3, 4, but they don't go around. It's just so they don't go around the circle. So so yeah, it's one of the tests. There's also there's the 30 question test, and it's very basic stuff. But she only got a portion right, and a small portion right, and that was in the borderline severe dementia area. So little things like that. But you go to a professional to get it diagnosed, and so that's what we did, and that's what we found. But I thought I'd share my experience with you guys to just in case you're going through the dementia as a caregiver. Uh, so yeah, if you think you have dementia as yourself has dementia, yeah, go to a neurologist and have them check you out and make sure everything's okay. All right. Hey, hope this finds you well. Hey, if you like the channel, please give it a like. Please comment. Please subscribe for more tips and tricks and anecdotal stories on um, dealing with and caring for the elderly or differently abled. Okay, hope this finds you well. Take care.